Hi, welcome to the AfroCentric Woman. Hopefully the audio is okay. I'm actually streaming on the go, so I'm using my mobile network, and I'm hoping that it's okay. If it's too bad, I'll probably take the live down, and maybe I will, maybe I won't record it. But anyway, let's get into it. So I know a lot of y'all were interested in me following up with you about the Indian guy that I went out with the other day. So I'm going to be giving you a quick recap on that date. And I will also let you know about this white guy that I talked to, who I got connected with and then disconnected and then connected with again. And so I'll tell you about him. Okay, so when I get a chance, I'll link the first conversations that I had with the Indian guy. Well, one, like, I have another Indian guy I'm dating, but um the last guy that I went out with, I'll try to, when I remember, I'll try to link it in here. But basically, we went out to dinner the other day, and he was very socially awkward. Now, granted, I date a lot of nerds, so I'm used to socially awkward guys, and for the most part I'm okay with it. Because like I've shared with you all on this channel, I'm a pretty good conversationalist. I can kind of keep the conversation going, or I can just smile and look cute. Either one is fine for me. But yeah, he was more socially awkward than even I'm used to. So there was that. And then we ended up having a conversation over dinner, and he asked me some of the same stuff he asked me on the phone, like already. So that was like okay. And when I answered him the same, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's what you told me the first time." I'm like, "Well, yeah, the answer is still the same, as far as like, I guess, logistics and siblings and education and job and all that kind of stuff." But basically, you know, he mentioned, I didn't ask. Guys who are divorced, I really kind of let them talk about their ex-wife. I let them bring it up. I don't bring it up. If you don't bring it up, I'm not bringing it up. Usually, not initially. So he's the one who brought up his divorce, and basically saying that he was having problems because he was having problems with a job and finances and things like that. And I kind of let a little bit of time go by, and then he kind of mentioned it again, and then I kind of asked him to clarify. I was like, "So during your marriage you didn't keep a job?" And he was like, "No, not all the time." And I said, "Was that a problem in the marriage?" He said, "Yeah, it was." And I was thinking to myself, okay, this is probably going to be our first and last date, bro. So and then he mentioned something like, "Oh, I live a simple life, and I don't think that money is that he was like, "I don't think that a job should cause problems in a marriage." And I'm thinking in my head, how? How do you think that you not keeping, I didn't say this because I already know I'm not going to see this guy again. So I don't say anything about it. It's fine. I'm just letting him talk. And I was like, "So do you have a job right now?" Because I'm thinking like, are you going to be able to pay for this food? Are you going to be? And he was like, "Yeah, I have a job right now." And I said, "Okay, well, that's great." I said, "So are you like still struggling with the same issue with like not keeping a job?" And he was like, "Yeah, I am." I was like, "Okay. Okay, you're a consultant?" He said, "Yeah, I'm a consultant." And I kind of know how that goes. I mean, I've dated engineers and consultants, IT consultants and stuff. And sometimes to a certain degree, like, you all going from one project to another, but most of the guys I date, they have like three projects going at one time. So they always have a project. So when one project is wrapping up, they're in the middle of another project, and then they're just starting a project. Like, they never are not working on a project. So that was that. And then I kind of knew, I mean, I knew I wasn't gonna see him again. Everything about it was awkward. He asked me he asked me how much my bills are each month, which, ladies, that's something that I do recommend that you do tally up, because some guys will straight up ask you, what are your expenses? Like, what does it cost to maintain you every month? Because they want to know, if they were to marry you, how expensive is it going to be? Or if they want you to be their girlfriend. And I told him how much it costs. Um, I told him my expenses for the month. He's the one who asked me. I never bring up money. You know what I'm saying? I let them bring it up. And it's like, and if they don't bring it up, if they start asking me for sex, then I'm going to be asking about money. So we can go ahead and get that out of the way. So if you don't ask me about sex and you don't ask me about money, then we don't even have to talk about it. But they always bring it up. So he asked me and I told him, he was like, oh, wow, that's expensive. My life is so simple. And I was like, okay. And I just kept on eating. Like, I'm like, I don't know if you're waiting on me to like say that I can cut that in half or what, but no, that's what it costs. That's what the price is to maintain me every month. So it is what it is, bro. You know? And so we left dinner. He walked me to my car, and that was that. And I don't know if it was that night or the next day. It might have been the next day. He texted me and he was like, I can't scale up to your stock. I can't, he's like, I cannot. Hey, African humanist. Hey, Humpty Dance. He was like, I can't scale up to your level of living. I'm sorry. I'm afraid I can't scale up to your level of living. And I didn't even respond. Maybe I will because he did buy my dinner. I'll probably respond to him and just tell him, thank you for dinner. And I feel the same way. And, I wish him the very best of luck. I'm going to respond to him because there's no reason for me to ghost him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't rude. He's just broke. You know what I'm saying? And discombobulated, socially awkward, and all over the place. But rude, I wouldn't say he was rude at all. You know what I'm saying? So he just can't afford, me. So that's the bottom line with that. Okay, so moving on. So with the white guy, I talked to this white guy on an app. Like, it might have been a month ago or so. We talked. He was supposedly a real estate. Who knows, right? Supposedly a real estate investor. Wasn't really terribly my type, but honestly, I have been on the lookout for real estate guys because I want to get some personal property and I also want to get a facility for my business. So I am open to, even if it's not a full out relationship or dating, I'm just open to connecting with men in real estate so that they can mentor me and teach me more about real estate. He was a decent looking guy, a little bit overweight, but whatever, it's all part of the game. And he's in his mid 50s supposedly. Again, guys lie about their age, so who knows how old he is. He says he's in his mid 50s, who knows. So we have a conversation. We talk on the app for a little while, then we talk by voice on the app. And I asked him, usually I'll kind of talk about, what do you like to do around town? What are your favorite cuisines? When are you usually available? Are you free during the day? Because that's really the best time for me to meet new guys, is like for lunch during the week. That's the best time for me because my little one is in school and that's just the easiest for me. I don't have to worry about getting a nanny. So he was like, yeah, that's good. I could sure we can work something out. He lives way on the north side of town. I live on the south side of town. So we're trying to figure out, I threw around some possible midway points and, gave him some options. Like, I'll lead you to the water, but I cannot make you drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can lead you to the water, but I can't make you drink. So that's all the things that I throw out there. I throw out my availability. I throw out the types of cuisines I like, and I throw out areas of town that we could perhaps have a date. And I throw out that I'm open to having a date with you. And then I leave it in the man's court from there so that he can take initiative. If he really does want to pursue me, he can pursue me. So he didn't solidify a date then. And I noticed every time he would contact me on the app, it's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, hey, I'm good. Can't wait for our date. I look forward to seeing you in person. And then no response. And then he'll reach out randomly. Hey, what's up? What are you up to? And I'm like, oh, hi. Um, you know, just to let you know, I am available Thursday, this coming Thursday. I'm available around the lunchtime. No response. And maybe this happened like again, just a random hi. And I'm just like, hey, yeah, I'm not sure what happened on Thursday. Just wanted to let you know that I was available then. So it would be nice for us to link up, or talk in person. No response. And then it's like, hi, hey, hi, hey, hi. And I just stopped responding and then I just unmatched him because men will waste as much time as you give them to waste. As much time, if you're willing to waste 5 years, they'll take it. If you're willing to waste 10 years, they will take it. Whatever you want to waste, they will take. It's all up to you. You control your time, you control your energy. No man can waste your time. You can only waste your own time. I don't sit up here and chit chat back and forth with a man I do not know. Okay, I need to see some level of effort. I need to lie. I'm sorry. I'm reading your message here. The humanist guys lie about their age. Yeah, they do. They start lying around mid 30. Excuse me, around late 30s. That's been my experience. Maybe it's because of my particular area of the country or whatever. But this is across the board: white, black, Mexican, everybody. Okay, they start lying around late 30s. They don't want to admit they're 40. Like they just don't want to cross that threshold into the 40s, and they don't want to cross the threshold from 40s to 50s. And they don't want to cross the threshold from 50s to 60s. So I can look at a guy now and I can tell, because black guys, white guys, they both lie about their age. I can look at them and I can just add on extra years so that I know how old he is. I have one guy I'm talking to now. He is he's an executive in a city, not he don't live here. And he told me he was 45. So I looked him up, he's 52. Because they don't want to admit their age. They have a hard time accepting that time moves on. Time moves forward. You get older. They really just don't want to grapple with that. Okay, so anyway, so he's hey, hi, hey, hi, hey, hi. And I'm just, I took him off I just unmatched him because I don't have time for that shit. Either you're gonna ask me out or you're not. I can't ask you out. I've given you everything that you need to be successful. I've given you my availability. I've given you where I'm willing to go. I've given you the green light that if you ask me out, I will say yes. So you have everything that you need to do your job as a man. You have everything that you need. And so the fact that he didn't ask me out, I just unmatched him. So recently, like a few days ago, he matched me again. I was like, okay, what's up? Like, okay, you lost me the first time. Like, what's up? Which one? And I'm like, hi, and he's like, hey, how are you? And I said, yeah, I'm great. I said, why are you on? I said, what are you looking for on this site? Or I said, no, I said, are you looking to date? Is that why you're on the site? And he says, yeah, you. And I said, yeah, I'm definitely here for dating. I noticed that the last time we were connected, we never had a date. And he says to me, make it happen. And I said to him, well, I look for a man to initiate a date. Um, that's how I look for a man to initiate a date. And then he says to me, how's that going for you? So not only did I unmatch him, I blocked him because this is the thing. I don't know what it is. I could speculate all day. Either way it goes, you're not about to waste my time. I don't have time. I have too many viable potential suitors to be wasting time with your ass. So that's what we not fenced to do. Okay. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm really not his preference, because sometimes that will happen. If you are not a guy's preference, he will not put any energy into pursuing you. Whatever you give him, he'll take it. So if you give him a happy hour, or if you give him a coffee, or you give him a Netflix and chill, or if you give him a meetup, or if you give him I'm a drop by, he'll take it. Whatever is convenient for him that doesn't cost him a lot of money, it doesn't cost him a lot of time, he'll take it because it's easy and it's no sweat off his back. He's only going to put energy into a woman who he's actually attracted to, who he actually wants to pursue. So if you want to eliminate a guy in your life that you're not his preference, he's not really attracted to you, then don't pick up the slack. If he's not making initiative to make a date with you, to call you, to reach out to you, you are a filler person. You know what I'm saying? You're just around. You're not his type. He's not going to put any energy into it. So it could be that. There's also a lot of information online that teaches guys not to pursue women. Now, by 54, I would hope, or older, 54 plus, right? Who knows how old this guy is? 54 plus. He told me he's 54. Let's just say 54. By 54, I would hope that you would just not listen to that, but maybe you do, because I've seen other old fools following this man of spirit information as well, which teaches them, don't pursue a woman. Let the woman pursue you. Which, how does that end up working out for these guys? They only attract women with a very low self-esteem, women who don't know their worth, women who don't know their value, women who have problems, emotional problems, and they're desperate for a man. That's the kind of women that they attract because they're so lazy and they're so effeminate. They would rather sit in their femininity and wait on a woman to pursue them. I should have asked him, well, I'll ask you out on a date, but you got to wear heels and a dress. How about that? That's going to be the that's going to be the deal. If I ask you out on a date, you better show up in heels and a dress and some lipstick, baby, because I would be in the man position, baby. Okay? You better show up with some heels and some lipstick. Okay? So, but I didn't. I didn't. It's important to conserve your feminine energy. Dating is a numbers game. You're going to come across all kinds of crazy characters, and if you let every single crazy character pull you out of character, mess up your day. You know what I'm saying? You're having a great day. Do you know how many times I've been having a great day and some random fat old recently it was a fat old white man with a big old pot belly, no damn hair. Okay, gonna talk about some we're chatting on the app. I'm like, well, what kind of dating relationship are you looking for? I think he said something about romance and passion. And I was like, okay, well, I'm looking for dating, fun dating. He was like, what about the romance? And I was like, well, romantic dates. You know this old 70-year-old fat white man with a big pot belly talking about some, is sex involved? Is sex involved? So that's disgusting. Okay. You're gross. I went back and forth with him a little bit, like, how are you this old and this stupid anyway? But you cannot let every single crazy interaction um, pull you out of character and make you act crazy and ruin your day, because you're going to encounter it. You're going to encounter it. So this guy was so freaking feminine. He just wanted to rest in his femininity, this old white man. And I guess it's like, I don't know if he thinks he's the prize. I don't know if he thinks I'm desperate, or I don't know if I'm just not his type and he was just filling up time. Because some of these guys will also waste your time on these apps and on texting you and stuff. And I've already told y'all about not giving out your number to everybody. But they don't have any intention on taking you out on a date. They just like the idea of having all these matches in the app and occasionally saying, good morning, beautiful. How you doing? How was your day? Good night. How was your night? How did you sleep? What you got going on this weekend? Any big plans? What'd you do last week? And just wasting your fucking time. Like, bro, I'm not about to sit up here. Okay, I will chit chat with you a little while. Either you're going to take me out on a date or you're getting unmatched. That's how that's happening. And it's a very delicate way that you have to do it, because you don't want to come off like you're desperate for a date, but you also need to be a good manager of your time, so that you're interfacing with people and men who are going to actually be able to pursue you. So, yeah, that's my update on the Indian guy and this white guy. Because I'll try to share the good and the bad, not just the good on this channel. So you get a well-rounded, look into my dating life, and hopefully you can glean a few things that may be helpful for you in yours. All right, y'all. Peace and love. Thank you for tuning in.